I am Jessica. I am the product manager for commercial and industrial printing.
Hi, I'm Alec and I am the customer experience centre lead for commercial and industrial printing. Now we've nailed it.
Does it look a bit weird that I'm sat in front of you?
It does feel a bit weird, the whole sort of layout.
I'm not sat in front of you, am I? I'd always been in sales roles. I moved into distribution as a product specialist in print, and then I moved into product management. From there, I moved into business development at a reseller, and then when the opportunity came to join Epson as product manager, I jumped at the chance.
I stumbled in it from uni. I did a product design degree, and I panicked when I left uni. I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I found a print and design internship. I did that for 3 months. Really enjoyed the print side of it more than I did the design side of it. I got into reprographics and pre-press for a number of years, doing lots of different various printing methods, litho and flexo. And then from there worked for a digital printing manufacturing company, and now very excited to be working for Epson.
I was always very inquisitive, asked a lot of questions and needed to know the answers, so probably the worst student in a history lesson. But I took that into sales roles as I started to go into them. So I always needed to know the technical knowledge behind what I was selling, why it would benefit customers, and it also helped me into a learning and development role where I was a sales specialist. When I had the opportunity to go into distribution, a lot of those skills were transferable into the print role. It meant that I was able to do training for sales teams or resellers, and I was able to promote, work with marketing teams. There was lots of different elements of sales that I was able to put into that role.
I've always been interested in design and the practical applications of design, and with that, with my chosen degree course, which was 3D product design, has led me really here on that journey. Day to day, I am prepping customer demos. I'm doing a lot of the pre-sale and pre-press functions. I'm also doing samples, sample packs, customer samples, making sure that their artwork they send to us works well on our machines. It is very hands-on. You have access to all this great equipment, printing equipment, and you can do all these weird and wonderful things with it. And to show customers that is really exciting, to see how you're helping their business grow.
As a product manager, I have a very varied role. So day to day, that could look like being in the showroom with Alec. I could be helping out on a demonstration. I could be working with end users, our sales team. I could be working alongside our partners. I could be helping distribution. So lots of product knowledge comes into play, but I might also be working on a strategy on getting products into market, working with the marketing team. I could be working on spreadsheets, all good fun. But yeah, it's a really varied role. So for me, no day's the same.
The scale of Epson, you don't realise how big Epson is until you actually work within the walls.
The amount of cross-collaboration that you have within the business. So you could be working with marketing, PR, you could be working with the product managers from the European level, you could be working with the technical teams, you could be one day in Lutterworth, one day on the road at show, talk about Epson products. So there's lots of variance to the role.
The ability to speak confidently about Epson products to customers, but even people who have no knowledge of printing at all.
Being in front of customers and presenting. So where I typically be doing presentations maybe for resellers, or I'd be doing demos maybe with customers to present to end users and talk about Epson, and again bringing print in-house, or experienced people who have really large print rooms down to people who are just moving into print or currently outsourcing and think about bringing print in. So yeah, I've just copied what you said.
No, but you've said it better.
If you're not aware of the print industry at the moment, or you're looking into print, just look around you. Look at the shower gel with the label on it that made you buy it off the shelf. Look at the letter that you've had through the door. Look at the 2-for-1 offer by the till when you go to buy your chocolate bar at lunchtime. It's absolutely everywhere. And until you think about print in that way, you don't realise how it is with you every single day of your life. More and more opportunities are coming into print as people get more creative and more technologies come out. UV has been a game changer. It's allowed people to print directly onto various objects, and there'll be something new that someone will think of every week, which Alec will be testing in the showroom.
What's changed in the print industry is the minimum order quantities. People are not ordering tens or hundreds of thousands of the same thing anymore. People are ordering smaller batches multiple times. So I think that's changed in the industry. So print on demand is hugely important now. Textile. Traditionally, it's a very wasteful and very difficult industry to get right. I think only like 10% of any of the textile is printed digitally. So you can understand, print on demand, being able to print near-shoring, or on-shoring, so you print locally, so you can meet your local demands easier.
Fashion brands within the UK are looking more and more into bringing print in-house. They use less water and they're able to make short run of products. It also allows them to make products on demand, which can help with that sustainability message.
I think it's the at-home industries. Again, big industries didn't start big, they started small. They started small in people's garages, they started small in people's bedrooms.
Yeah, typically if you were to start a small business, you would want to keep your overheads down and your stock inventory down, and that's the great thing about micro-production, is you're not having to order 5,000, 10,000 of a product from abroad. You're able to do it print on demand for your orders. You've got no waste.
Print is a byproduct of every single industry out there that you don't realise affects you. I think you don't realise how big print is in your life until you really sit down and look at it and look what's around you.
Yeah.
Don't panic. Not knowing is completely fine.
I would suggest looking for a role which allows progression in different areas. Being a product specialist allowed me to learn about the print market. It allowed me to look at, do I stay in a sales role? Do I move into a commercial role? Do I want to work at a reseller? Do I want to work at a vendor? Do I want to work as an end user? What best suits me? Could I potentially look at marketing? Look for a role that meets different things and different ideas of what you might want to do. And just ask the questions, how can I progress in this company? You don't need to know what the route is. You don't need to know what your end goal is or where you're going to be at 5 years' time in that company. You need to get settled into the role, learn the market or learn what you're doing, and then shape your learning around where you want to go in the future.
Enjoy your journey, right?
Yeah, exactly. I like to play golf, but I'm a fair weather player, so you won't see me out in the rain.
Love going for long walks at the weekends. I also really enjoy stopping off at a pub, Saturday or Sunday, have a lovely pub meal. And also what takes up a lot of my time is I'm doing up my cottage, so that takes a bit of time.
I shouldn't have done the look at the end.
Well, no, but he might pan out to both of us in that job, I don't know. She's far better at this than me.